What's up, y'all? Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. This is Saving Stuff with Stephanie, where we are saving for future goals. We're cash surfing to maintain financial discipline, all in hopes to become debt-free ASAP. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and do my monthly budget for the month of August. And as you guys can see, the spread or the theme for the month of August is back to school. So if you want to watch my monthly budget and see what we got going on for August, stick around and keep on watching. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, I do have the calendar spread open. Again, my theme for the month of August is back to school because, of course, I do still have a school-age child, and we are going back to school in August. So there are a few days to make mention of in reference to the calendar. August the 1st is National Planner Day. I don't have a sticker for it. I may make one, but that is a day to be recognized for all the planner girls. August the 3rd is Friendship Day. So if you do have a best friend or you value your friendships, phone a friend on that day just to make them aware that you are thinking about them on Friendship Day. My daughter does go back to school on August the 6th. I actually have jury duty on the 11th of August. I've never done jury duty before, so this will be a first for me. On the 16th, Zuri had her ears pierced last month, but she'll be able to change her earrings out on the 16th. So I did need to write that down because I'll probably be buying her some new earrings on that day. And Women's Equality Day is the 26th of August. And my big baby's birthday, Weezy's birthday, is on the 27th of August. So as you can see, we do have a few things going on for the month of August. But this is the spread. I love it. It's very colorful. It does represent, stationery and planner things. And, we love that. So that is the spread. So what we're going to do first, before we get into the goals, I think we should go ahead and take a look at what we have going for the budget. This, of course, is my scratch off. You guys know I usually do a scratch off every month. Or I make one that pertains to the spread. This will, because we're not actually going to be doing too much with debt for the month of August, this amount of money will go towards savings. So we're going to do this. This is going to be one of my savings challenges. And then this envelope I made here, which is kind of like has a lot of information pertaining to Zuri, her first day of school, is where we'll keep the money. All right, so let's get into the numbers. Every month, I always budget the same amount, and that's $2,600. So let's go ahead and get the calculator out and get everything set up. As you guys can see, I've already filled out the budget, but I am going to go over it with you all. $2,600 is the amount I normally budget for. Again, I get paid every 2 weeks. And these are all the bills that I have to pay for the month. Okay, so I have to pay my mortgage. My mortgage payment is only $616. My Instant Ink subscription is $6. It may actually go up. I think I'm going to change my plan to like the $10 plan, but I'm not quite sure yet. It just kind of depends on if I go over my pages this month. If I do, then, we'll probably change it. My car insurance is $66. Student loans is $130. My water bill is normally $35. My Safe Home Security System is $48. My utilities, I'm on budget billing, so I already know what my utilities bill will be, and it's $193. My Ring camera is $5. Life insurance is $17. And Xfinity, I don't know exactly what Xfinity will be because I'm supposed to be getting a credit for the month of August based on when I called to change a promotion in July. It actually may be lower than $95. I don't know. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to budget $95. So if it is, less than that, then we'll figure out where that overage can go. But I did just go ahead and budget for $95. So if you add all of these numbers up, the total for my fixed expenses is $1,211. So minus $1,211. All right, so that leaves $1,389 to allocate. All right, for the month of August, I am going to be budgeting $600 for grocery, which is what I normally do. I'm budgeting $60 for household, which is $30 every pay period, or $15 a week. That has been working well. I don't really see a need to change that, so we're going to stick to it. Gas. I have been budgeting $10 a week for gas. Now, We are going back to school, so we are going to be doing a little more driving than we were during the summer. But if I do feel like I need to up that, you know, once we get into August, then I will. But right now, I don't think, you know, I don't think I need to right now. So we're just going to leave it at 40. Spending also $10 a week, so $40 for the month. Eating out. There is going to be an eating out budget for the month of August because Weezy's birthday is this month. And of course, we always go out to eat for the birthdays. So I budgeted $49. I would have budgeted $50, but I'm sure I'll find $1 somewhere to make it $50. But I did go ahead and budget $49 for eating out for that occasion, and then $30 for self-care because, of course, I need to get my hair cut on, I think it's the 7th. But I'm trying to keep money in the self-care envelope, so every month I'm at least getting a haircut once a month. Right. So if you add all of these numbers up, the total for my variable expenses is $819. So minus $819. That leaves $570. Okay. $500 is the amount that I'm going to budget for savings. You guys know I am on Operation Save Everything. We're trying to hit a goal of $3,600 at least as soon as possible, because that would be 3 months worth of bills for me. So that's kind of where we are. So $500 for savings for the month of August. So minus $500. That leaves $70. Okay, so the $70, we're going to allocate $20 towards cell phone. $35 toward pest control. My pest control for the quarter is due again at the end of September. And I want to go ahead and make sure I have what I need at the end of September. So there's no skipping in the pest control because y'all know I don't like bugs. So we're not trying to skip on that. So minus $35. Lawn care. I usually don't have to put too much in lawn care because, you know, my yard isn't huge, but it doesn't take a lot to cut my grass. So $5 for the month of August may be sufficient. If not, we'll go back and kind of play with the numbers again, but I'm just going to budget $5 for lawn care. So minus $5. And then the last $10 I'm going to put toward utilities because you guys know I have a sinking fund for utilities. Because at the end of my budget billing cycle, which is in June, if for any reason the amount that I owe, like let's say I go over in electricity and I owe them some money, I don't have to pull from my actual savings to, you know, make up for that. I'll have a sinking fund that has money in it designated for that. So that's that. And that's $10. So if you deduct the 10 from that, that leaves 0. So that does zero out the budget. So that's where the money is going. Of course, I usually have overage, and I have decided any overage amount. Paycheck 1, I think what I'm going to do, the overage is going to go to car maintenance, and paycheck 2, the overage will go to home maintenance. And I want to do that because those two envelopes don't have anything in them. And I need to put some money in those two envelopes because we're about to go into the colder months, the colder seasons. And just to be in preparation for that, you have to prep your car, prep your home, you know, kind of for those seasons. So I want to start padding those two sinking funds with as much as I can before we get there. So that's where the overage will go. So that is the overall monthly budget for August. So now we can look at what goals we've set for August. So let's see. All right, so we are here with the goals. Now, I can say we are going to do something different for August. August will be the very first month that I have not set a debt goal. I have been setting debt goals since I've had my channel because, of course, my channel basically has been designated to me paying off debt. But because we've kind of pivoted and switched gears, I am going to, of course, be paying off debt as far as my student loan goes. But before I start to throw extensive amounts at debt like I want to pay my emergency fund and get it where I would like it to be, you know, before we do that. And I think that's, you know, that's a good strategy because you never know. These days, everything is just weird and off the wall. So I don't have a debt goal for the month of August, but I do have a savings goal. My savings goal for August is to save $550 or more. There are 2 challenges that I am going to be doing for August. Of course, you guys saw my back to school scratch off. I'm going to do that. But I am also going to be bringing back, you guys, the envelope challenge. Now, initially when I did this challenge, there were only 20 envelopes in here, but I added 10 more envelopes to this challenge. So this will be a 30 envelope challenge. And what I'm going to do is, instead of rolling a 6-sided die, because I am going to be playing with a larger amount of money, I'm going to be rolling a 20-sided die. Yeah. So we're going to try to go through 30 envelopes with a 20-sided die to see where we are, how much we're able to save once we get to envelope number 30. And along with the back to school challenge, I kind of see I should be able to save $550. Hopefully I'll be able to save $550 or more. I think so, but we'll see. But I thought that would be a dope way to save. So we're going to do that challenge. Okay. Goal number 2 is I do want to get acclimated to Zuri's transition as far as school goes. Zuri is going to be going to middle school. That is a transition for us because, you know, of course, kids go to elementary school for 6-7 years because she went to kindergarten first and then went through 6th grade. So now she's going to a totally different school, different teacher, different admin. It's actually in a different district. Everything is different. There will be some kids that she knows because some of the kids that she went to school with during elementary school will be going to the school she's attending for middle school, but not everybody. So I do know there's going to be a transition. I want to make sure that she transitions well. I want to make sure that the teachers at the new school know my name. They know my face. They know I am involved and a active parent. Yeah, I think it's important for the teachers to know that you're there. You're active. You're checking homework. You're checking anything online. You can text me, call me. I need to be in their face, basically. I need them to see me and know, okay, that's Zuri's mom. We don't have no problems. We know who to call if something happens. I need to be there. So in order to do, is this a little, see how these gnats? I can't. These little gnats. These little gnats be warming. Okay. So in order to do that, you guys, I have to make sure, you know, I'm playing a major role in taking the time out to kind of learn her schedule and the teachers' names and all the counselors' names. So one of the things that I really want to focus on for August is just to make sure that she's comfortable in the transition. And of course, I always make a Bible goal for every month. And of course, this month is basically the same. There are 5 books that I will be reading for the month of August. And those books will be Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, and Ephesians. I looked at the books, you guys, and there aren't that many chapters in a lot of these books. And I may actually be able to fit Psalms in for September. I think what I'm going to do for September, Psalms is going to be the book I read for the entire month of September. Because I looked at all the books that are, you know, after Ephesians. Majority of them have like 3 and 4 chapters. It's not going to take me a day to read those. So just to make sure I do read the entire Bible, I don't want to leave out Psalms. I think I am going to dedicate September to Psalms. So, yeah. But I'm excited. 5 books. I don't think it'll be an issue to read those. I am going to go ahead and fit Acts into this month. Initially, I was just reading the Gospels, which is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But because I'm almost finished with all of those and we still have some time left in July, I think I'm actually going to read Acts as well. And that's why we're, you know, skipping to Romans. So I didn't skip Acts. It's just I'm actually going to be reading that in July. So that is it, you guys. That is basically the overview for August. If anything changes or comes up, you guys know I will make you aware. But basically just focus on school, hoping that we have a great school year, hoping everything goes well. And y'all, believe it or not, even though summer is my favorite season, I am actually looking forward to fall. And that is very strange for me to say, but I'm looking forward to it. All right, you guys, that does conclude today's video. So if you did make it this far in the video, but you have yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so you're notified when I upload another one. And I will see you guys tomorrow when it's time for What's in Your Wallet Wednesday. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.